All right, try and picture this. There are three massive armies, and they're marching toward your country. Combined, they easily outnumber your forces 5-1. Your generals, they're strategizing. Your weapons, they're being sharpened. And then your king's brilliant battle plan: put the church choir in front of the army. That's it. Put the church choir in front of the army. I'm not making this up. So I'm looking deep into 2nd Chronicles 20, and I discover what might be the most insane military strategy in human history. A king who looked at overwhelming odds and decided his secret weapon, it wasn't going to be swords or shields, it was a worship team. King Jehoshaphat gets intel that should make any leader's blood run cold. The Moabites, the Ammonites, and the Meunites, three massive armies, are forming an alliance. They're marching straight towards Jerusalem with one goal: total annihilation. Now, I've been in situations where I've felt completely outgunned, standing in a courtroom many years ago, facing possible prison time, knowing that my addiction had burned every bridge I'd worked so hard to build. See, sometimes you're so outnumbered that conventional wisdom, sometimes it just feels like a joke. But what Jehoshaphat does next, it makes him the wisest king who ever lived, or just completely insane. Jehoshaphat calls a fast, not a strategy meeting, but a fast. The entire nation stops eating and starts seeking God. Picture every war room in history. And now imagine one where the primary weapon is just prayer. Then this prophet named Jehaziel, I think, stands up in the temple and delivers a message that should carve into every military academy wall. Quote, "The battle is not yours, but God's," end quote. But here's where it gets beautiful and weird. God tells them exactly what to do. March out tomorrow. You won't even need to fight. Just position yourselves there. Stand firm and watch, end quote. So what does Jehoshaphat do? He appoints singers, not to boost morale or get the troops amped up, but to lead the charge. He puts the choir at the front of the army. These aren't battle-hardened warriors. These are guys who usually stand behind them, playing on Sunday morning. And their battle cry, not a war chant, not intimidation. They're singing. They're singing, "Give thanks to the Lord, for his love endures forever." Think about that from the enemy's perspective, right? You're expecting to face a desperate army with swords drawn, but instead you hear singing echoing through the valley. You see musicians walking towards you. It's so psychologically bizarre that it probably stopped them dead in their tracks. But then something happens that no military strategist you get the point, could have ever predicted. Those three armies, those three who came to destroy Judea, they turn on each other. The Ammonites and the Moabites attack the Meunites. Then they turn on each other. By the time that Jehoshaphat's singing army even reaches the battlefield, there's no one left to fight. They're just all dead. Not a single soldier from Judea dies. Not one sword is drawn. They won a war by showing up and singing. When I read this, it stopped me cold, because sometimes the battles that we're fighting, addiction, depression, broken relationship, financial ruin, they can't be won with traditional weapons. You can't think your way out of addiction. You can't strategize your way through grief. You can't force your way through healing. Sometimes the only strategy that works is the one that makes no sense. Radical gratitude in the face of impossible odds. 3 days. That's how long it took them to collect all of the plunder left behind. 3 days of gathering the spoils from a battle that they never even fought. What if the battles that you're facing right now aren't meant to be fought with the weapons that you think you need? What if your secret weapon, it isn't strength, your intelligence, or your determination? What if it's your willingness to put gratitude at the front of the line and just trust that some battles belong to forces way bigger than you? The choir led the army because they weren't planning to fight. Sometimes the best battle strategy is refusing to battle at all. Hey, my friend, it's Adam with Faith Labs. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, genuinely, thanks so much for hanging out for a few minutes. If you commented, liked, and shared the video, it just genuinely does mean a lot to me. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I do daily devotionals. I hope to see you on tomorrow's. Until then, my friend, onward, and God bless you.